everyone, welcome back to Thrifted in Time. My name is Kimberly. Today I'm going to be cooking out of this cookbook, Charleston Receipts Repeats. That's a tongue twister. They call recipes receipts down there. This book was first printed in 1986 with 10,000 copies. I'm going to be making 3 recipes, an appetizer, an entree, and a dessert. So y'all stay tuned. So the first recipe is crab dip. And it takes about 2 hours to chill. So I have to make everything, combine it into a bowl, mix it well, cover it in the fridge, and then I'll be able to eat it after the 2 hours with some crackers or small party sandwiches. All right, so I already put in my crab meat and the shredded cheddar cheese and some grated onion. Now I'm going to add in a half a cup to 3/4 cup of mayonnaise. I'm not big on using measuring spoons, so I just kind of like to eye it. And then you want to take 1 ounce softened cream cheese, a dash of Worcestershire sauce, however you pronounce it. Guess that's a dash. To me, it's a dash. I'm not a big fan of Worcestershire. And then a dash of tabasco, since I don't have any. Hot sauce. Pepper and salt to taste. And then we mix it all up. You gotta mix it well. And after you mix it, you're gonna cover it for about 2 hours before serving. And then you're gonna serve it on some crackers or make into little party sandwiches. But I'm just gonna use some little crackers. All right, so stay tuned. All right, so the crab dip is ready. I'm gonna put it on pita chips. That's good. That's good. I like this. This is yummy. All right, so stay tuned for the next recipe I'll do. Feta tomato sauce with shrimp. And it's out of the same book as before, Charleston Receipts Repeats. So in a deep skillet, you wanna melt your butter. You wanna add 1 tablespoon of Dijon styled mustard. Get a half a teaspoon of dried tarragon leaves, and I already put that in there. 1 small garlic clove, finely minced, and what else? 1.5, or just a half a cup of onion. Sorry, I'm reading this at the same time because I didn't fail to memorize everything. So you want to add the mustard, the tarragon, the garlic, and the onion, and saute for 5 minutes. All right. When that is sauteed for 5 minutes, you want to add in medium tomatoes, peeled, seeded, and chopped. Add in some pepper, salt, and you want this to simmer for 10 to 15 minutes until the sauce has thickened. Here I am adding some feta cheese. You can add as much as you like. I personally like a lot of cheese in anything, so I added a lot more than what the recipe required. So I stirred that cheese up and I let it simmer for a bit so it can get all melted. I did add in some more feta, of course. I love cheese. That's one of my favorites. So after adding in my feta cheese, I added in the shrimp. These were deveined and detailed. I got tailless shrimp. Come on, y'all know that was good, tailless shrimp. So this honestly was a very good meal. If I could do something different, I would make it more saucier. But other than that, it was yummy. All right, I'm also gonna be making fly dessert from the same book. And that's just sweetened condensed milk, some lemon juice, lemon extract, 2 cups of blueberries, 2 egg whites stiffly beaten, and 4 vanilla wafers. All right, we're gonna take some sweetened condensed milk, 1/4 cup of lemon juice, some lemon extract. This is going to be 1/4 cup too. Oh wow, that's a good thing I didn't do that. This is 1/4 teaspoon of lemon extract. I had the first one right. 1/4 cup of lemon juice, and now 1/4 lemon extra. You want to blend that together. You're going to add 2 cups of blueberries. So you're going to add the blueberries. I already beat 2 egg whites until it was stiffly beaten, because that takes some time to do. That took me, I don't know, a good 10 minutes to get those just right. To get, you want to line a 1 to 1.5 2-quart casserole dish and line it with some wax paper. So there's mine, one of my vintage thrifted casserole dishes. So whenever I get this mixed up, you're gonna add this and cover the bottom of the casserole dish with the filling. You're gonna add a layer of vanilla wafers, and you're just gonna keep alternating until the top is wafers. And then you wanna stick that in the fridge, covered for about 12 hours, it says, or longer. And then you just serve it. Now we're just gonna fold this into the mixture. You know, they say trust the process. That's what we're doing. That is what we're doing. I just made it wrong. Who knows? Who knows? I follow recipes. Maybe I did something wrong. Who knows? So I'm gonna cover the bottom with the filling. Whole vanilla wafers. Again, some of the messiest looking stuff turns out to be tasteful. So now we freeze it. Well, not freeze it. Now we put it in the refrigerator uncovered for 12 hours or longer. And then you serve it on a small platter, carefully removing the wax paper. So we'll see. We'll see how this.
It's not sweet.